said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Formation for these receivers. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Griffin. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Well, he's making it look easy out there snagging that pass. Sammy Watkins, Mike Williams, T. Higgins. Great Clemson receivers in recent years. These guys just got open. They found a way with their speed and their route running ability. It's a lot of what this guy does here, too. He makes it easy on his quarterback.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking for space, it's Davidson. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Davidson. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Here we go. Complete on third down. Turning it on. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball off.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Griffin. Got it in the middle, it's Davidson. Ball down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. On the move to his left. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. And likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
They dumped it off and didn't quite get to the first down marker, but they've created a better situation on 4th down.
No doubt. And listen, you want to push the ball down the field, and I want to go throw it beyond the sticks and get the first down, but I think they made the right decision dumping it off. You'd like your running back to find a way to break an extra tackle and get that first down, but decision time now on 4th.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Going for 6. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Here's the handoff. Not much movement there. It's a gain of 1, gets him out to the 5.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Gonna run it. It's Berry. Runs through the tackle. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
Yeah, they're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
This is a design run, and he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Give to the back. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
So now it's second and long. From the gun. Give on the inside. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it if they can stop them on third down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on third and long. Back to throw, it's Russell. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and
intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Racing to the right. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field. And oftentimes, he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass. It's Griffin. Quickly to the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Clemson jumps to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He wants to go deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory that breaks into the open. Got the first down and more. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Alabama!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. Indiana is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UNLV. The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game...
And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Looking to pass. It's Griffin. Got his man. On the move at the 30. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Tiger. Once he got a step
this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man. And sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right. I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
Now the play fake. Firing to the right, complete. There he goes. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides to back and leaves it. Picks up the first down. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. Touchdown, Bama! Great job by the back on the option. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw, it's Griffin. It's complete.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Making side adjustments here. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He makes the catch. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back has it. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Makes the grab. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Well, they haven't been able to get it done on 4th down so far today. They've missed on their first 2 attempts. Is the 3rd time the charm. Dances away. And he'll finish the line in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to turn the corner on the left. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On the direct snap, it's Barry. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Tigers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rolls onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
They're dealing with a second and long. Out of the gun to give to the back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Oh, they're after him. Punts it out of the air. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Makes him talk to the hand. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Back to throw, it's Russell. A little release to the back. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the miscue, 1st and 15 for this offense. Running back searching for a hole. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. From the gun, running back gets to give. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. Quarterback will keep it. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Last time they had it, just an aerial with soft precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone. Working the middle, it's complete. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield, it's Griffin. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, you could tell the defense knew exactly what they were doing. They were dialed in, took away the primary target. And then it's on you as an offense. Now I got to adjust. I got to do something different to what they're doing.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Davidson. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments.
Timeout, Alabama.
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Pulls it and fires to the left. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Clemson. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And that's why you hold your breath every single time this guy catches the football. That's a short, easy completion. He's so dangerous after the catch, David, and he shows you the wheels, taking it all the way to the house.
Yeah, and I think it's also important to point out, how about the QB play? Getting the ball out right where he can catch the football and use his speed and playmaking ability after it, and he shows you, man. That's why he's dangerous. That's why this offense is always one play away from getting to the house.
Here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Pass to sticks and still on his feet. Flying down the left side. Pass to 10. Touchdown tie. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Looking for a man. It's Griffin. Makes the grab. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Makes the catch. It's James. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Davidson. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Motion from the wide receiver. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Using his legs, it's Davidson. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Caught over the middle. It's James. Just carving up this defense. defense and getting it down to the 24.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Griffin. Makes the grab, it's Davidson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. He might want another play. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. A run for the quarterback. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your O-line, I say go for it every time.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Clemson.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Off the play fake. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Indiana is lighting up the scoreboard behind an offense that looks just about as good as we've ever seen in Bloomington. They're up by 18 over UNLV. Just another week in the Mountain West where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes that Alabama offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Russell. And that one's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And, man, with that run, I think it kind of handcuffs you. I think you want to save that last timeout when you need it for your field goal unit or whatever that looks like. Running the football there, man, keeping that clock ticking. I don't necessarily love that call.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Russell. Got a man. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
And that's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into. You want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Score is deadlocked, and the clock is winding down. He's got his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Looking to help the kicker out on 3rd down. From here, it will be a 59-yard attempt. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. To the air, it's Griffin. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He'll pull it down and run.
And that's exactly what this defense is going to have to do late in this football game. They understand the situation. They're in the full 2-minute drill. They're playing pass, but understanding the quarterback can still run. Nice job playing pass, playing coverage first, protecting yourself, and then rallying to the football and getting the quarterback on the ground.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Grabbed over the middle, it's Brown. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Alabama.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. The line of scrimmage is the 28. That'll make it a 45-yard field goal attempt and a big chance to win the game. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Field goal attempt is no good. It is a devastating blow to not come away with points here in overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
We'll get it started here in overtime. Rides the back on the option to give. Oh, he's got enough space. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they score first here in overtime.
Man, you talk about striking first and creating some momentum in overtime. The first play, you take it to the house and you flip the whole game and put all the pressure on the other sideline. Palmer, that's how you start an OT.
Yeah, and David, that's just 11 guys on offense locked in. First play, score a touchdown, put all the pressure on your opponent. They understand what it's going to take to win this football game.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown.
Let's go.
To the air, it's Griffin. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Tigers! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with the point after.
And what What a response. You just gave up 7 on the other side of the field. Every reason to get dejected. Oh, man. But they come out and they respond and they score on the first play. And now, Jesse, down by 1. What do you do?
And they made it look easy too, David. And you got to wonder about this defense and how much they have left in the tank. Because of that, maybe if you're on offense, you just decide to end this thing right here. You scored so easily, maybe you could do the same on a 2-point play.
They don't want to play another overtime. They'll try to win it or lose it on a 2-point conversion. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.